Hi everyone, it's Emily Francis with OhMyMalta, and today we're at Ta Betta Winery in Sigiwi, and we are with Marie Choquette, and she's going to take us through the process having local wines, locally grown grapes, and turning it into the wine pairing extravaganza that Ta Betta hosts for locals and tourists alike. So welcome, thank you for having us.
Thank you for inviting me.
So let's start with this particular wine and this label. What kind is this?
So this is our Jean Parisot, 2019 vintage. And yes, the color is a bit different than the usual color that you have for a Chardonnay. Here we have a very nice golden color. The reason is that this wine has been fermented directly into barrels. So that means that the barrel is wood and the wood is porous. So you have this tiny bit of oxygen coming through, and that would be changing the color of your wine.
Can you tell me a little of the history? Who is Betta?
Sure. So this whole winery started back in 2002.
Okay.
That's when the owners purchased a small piece of land with a farmhouse. They just wanted to have a space where they could relax during the weekend. There was no vines, just olive trees and a little farmhouse. And they just had their daughter Bettina. So they decided to call it Ta Betta because Ta in Maltese means belonging to, and Betta will be a small nickname. And in fact, the logo that you're seeing on the bottle is a little girl holding the vines, being Betta.
So is this Betta?
Yes.
Can you tell us, I know that right now the trees are sleeping. We are not in the season where the grapes are ripe and ready to go, but they have been harvested. So take us through the process to get it to here.
So yes, right now the vines are dormant. They need to get a lot of energy for the new season. So spring is coming, and then you're going to starting to see the small buds, then the leaves, flowers. Finally, the small grapes will be forming, and we will be starting our harvest, I will say middle of August, especially for Chardonnay. And it goes on till the end of September, because all different grapes, they have a different ripening season.
What are the different varieties of grapes that we have here local on this property?
So Ta Betta, we have some Cabernet Sauvignon, Merlot, Cabernet Franc and Syrah. Then we have the Chardonnay, and we're doing also a very small production of Mourvèdre.
Okay, that's a lot of different grapes.
Yes, international grapes, but yes.
Now I have a question because I'm novice, okay? I know that the old way, they used to stand on the grapes and turn it into wine, but how is it done? What's the comparison? What is it that they do instead of that here?
So here we are a new winery. Our first vintage is 2017, so we have new equipment. So what we're going to do, for example, for the Chardonnay, it will be coming in the winery and being pressed directly.
Okay.
So we're not stepping on it. It's just a very, very gentle press. I like to call it the spa of the Chardonnay.
The spa of the Chardonnay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a balloon inflating and slowly massaging the grapes. So yeah, that's why the spa.
Okay.
Chardonnay is a bit our VIP wine, very small production, so we're trying to take care of it as much as possible. When it comes to the red, I will then show you later, we have our eggs, our cement eggs.
Okay. Oh, downstairs.
Yes.
Okay.
And the grapes will be sent directly into the eggs. But since it's a big container, it's going to auto-crush in a way.
Oh, okay.
So we're not pressing before, it's just the weight of the grapes is just going to press themselves.
So gravity will press them, but in time.
The owner really wanted to go for quality, not so much on quantity. So we're having a small production of approximately 25,000 bottles.
Okay.
So it sounds like a lot, but it's a very, very small production.
Right. Okay.
And since we're a wine estate also, everything is coming from here.
I love that. That's the whole point. That's what we want to really focus on is local products, locally grown, locally sourced. So because you are a winery and you only produce 25,000 bottles, is it sold anywhere? Like, are they in the restaurants and other places beyond just here? So people can, when you see this, you can go out and look for Ta Betta and then order the product in most places.
Yes, obviously from the winery you can purchase the bottles, but we're also in around 80 restaurants on the island.
Great.
The quality of the wine was extremely important for us, so quality of distribution as well. So we're not in supermarkets.
Okay.
But we're only in bottle shops, so that it makes sure that the quality of the wine is being respected.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're also exporting. We are now in Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, Luxembourg. We're also in the UK.
Wow.
And we are sending our first pallets to Hong Kong.
Wow.
Yes, so we're very excited about that.
So if you're only doing 25,000 though, and now you're expanding, are you going to increase the numbers so that we still in Malta get the 25,000?
I mean, obviously the quantity being exported is quite a small quantity.
Okay.
But we really want to try to put Malta on the international map of wine. We only do exclusive tours, so we don't organize combined tours. Okay. So even if you are 2 persons, it will be just for you.
And what is the numbers then? Two people up to how many?
Exactly. So it's from 2 persons up to, I will say, 30 people maximum. We really wanted to keep it nice and exclusive.
Okay.
That's what we would like to promote. So the visitors will be coming, who will be doing a guided tour of the winery. And after that, they will be having our 3 different wines, together with nice platters of cold cuts, of cheese. We have our own olive oil also. You were mentioning olive oil before that. So it's a nice experience, and it takes between 2 to 3 hours.
So once they do harvest the grapes, we start in this room, correct?
Exactly. This is our production room.
Okay.
So first we will be sorting out the grapes to make sure they're all looking nice.
Okay.
Then we will be removing the stem of the grape. And then the red would be going into the eggs, and the white would be going into the pressing machine.
Is this the pressing machine?
The pressing is this one.
Okay. This
As
big
I was
one?
telling you, yes, the spa of
This
the Chardonnay.
is the spa.
Exactly, this is the one.
Okay.
In this cylinder, you'll have like a balloon inflating and slowly massaging the grapes.
So this is like a Vichy shower for the grapes, for the white grapes. Okay.
And then the juice will be going into the stainless steel container, which will be very cold in order to keep the freshness of the grapes.
So let's go find the red grapes where they're sitting. Now this is where the magic happens.
Exactly.
This is 2022's wine already
Yes,
in there.
here you have the production of our last harvest, so 2022. In each of the eggs you have one different wine. So one will be a Merlot, another one a Syrah, etc. The wine is going to stay for 6 months into these eggs.
6 months.
So that means that next month we're going to start doing our blending. So putting our 2 wines together. So one will be a Merlot and Cabernet Sauvignon. The other one will be a Syrah Cabernet Franc. And that we are going to do them in those containers at the back.
In the back.
Before.
Is this the first year of blending? Is this a new?
No.
Oh,
it
no,
was
it's not.
always
Okay.
it was always this
You've always
way.
had the 2 blends.
Exactly.
Okay.
2 reds, 2 blends. And then the wine will be going into the wooden barrels in order to build the character during the aging of the wine.
And the wooden barrels, are they oak?
So this is French oak.
Oh.
Because you have American oak, you have a lot of different nationalities. It all depends what kind of flavors you want your wine to have. So it makes a big difference in the flavor.
Let's go see that French oak.
Sure. This room was the most important room to be underground, because here we need to be between 15 to 17 degrees all year round. And in summer we still have to have a bit of AC in order to put down the temperature, but in winter it works quite well. They wanted to show a bit as well the construction of this room. Behind you, you have the glass with the limestone that was actually digged out during the construction of the winery. Wow. And here, that's why we're going to age the red wine. So the wine is going to stay for 1 year into the barrel.
Oh, for 1 year?
Yeah. And we're going to use them only for a maximum of 5 years. And on each of the barrels, you have these little dots. That's the number of time we've been using them. So
what is that? Where is that?
Just here. So this one has been 5 times, this one
and
has
that
been
one's
once.
once.
So this one next March, because here you have 2021.
Well.
Next month we're going to have 2021 going into bottles. 2022 is moving in that. So here you have a bit the history of Ta Betta. So they waited these 10 years for the permit, but they were still producing.
Oh, wow.
So in here you have vintages between 2006 and 2016. So during tasting, if you're really into your wine, we can do like a vertical tasting, meaning different kind of vintages.
Is there a reason that they're upside down?
It's just design. The important
It's
thing.
just design. Okay.
The important thing is that your wine touch your cork when you want to age a wine, because otherwise the cork gets very dry and then it will crumble away. Then oxygen comes through and you can say bye bye to your wine. So right now, what you have is only one, because we had
That's how you trim them?
yeah, we cut everything but one. And the production of this here will be going on this one. Because we want all the energy to go only into one of the cane.
Really?
If you have 2 or 3, you'll have more grapes.
Yeah.
But then the flavor will be a bit less concentrated. In our case, we really wanted to go for quality, not quantity. So only one cane.
Only one.
And all
So
the energy
every tree
getting.
has one.
Yep.
Wow.
You have this one, and this one will be not for this year, but for next year.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
And then you see all this little one.
Yeah.
Here you're going to have the little buds, and from where the leaves will be coming from, and slowly get quite big. And as you can see, they go up quite a lot.
I have grapes at my house, these long vines that go across,
Okay.
but they're not like this. So are they table grapes or totally different than wine grapes?
You have different ways of putting your grapes. You can have pergolas as well. You can have grapes on pergolas. In our
that makes
case,
wine?
that will make wine as well. Depends what kind of clone as well of each of the vines you have.
That's really cool. Oh, there's so much to it.
So many different options. So yeah.
It's really, I mean, it's nature and science.
Yes,
That
yes.
fell in love and became
And
wine.
at the same time, it's quite amazing because when you look at them, they look dead.
But
then
they're not.
slowly, no, and then at the end, it ends up into your glass. So it's actually quite
Wow.
magical.
That is really magical.